With a deeper understanding of how search engines work and what your audience are looking for, you can ensure that your website and its content contains all the elements that will help inform the spiders as they crawl your site. You can optimize your content and work towards solid on-page SEO. Here are the steps that will help you achieve this. Step 1. Agreeing the goal of your content. Before you jump into the optimization of a web page, it's time to step back and clarify why this page exists, both from the business perspective and the user. These questions will help reveal what is required for the content to be produced. From a user perspective, we need to know what are the user's needs, emotions, and intent at this stage. Why are they there? What are they looking for? What would they search for to find this page or this content? Are there any environmental considerations to think about? What part of their journey are they on? Or what part of the sales funnel are they in? And most importantly, what are the priority keywords that we wish to target? From a business perspective, we need to ask, what are the business's objectives for this particular page? What do we ultimately want the user to do? What USPs or ideals do we wish to communicate to the user at this stage? And what calls of action will encourage and engage them to do what we want? And finally, what are the KPIs that we can use that will help us understand whether this page or content has succeeded or failed? Step 2. Writing titles and meta descriptions. Page titles and meta descriptions should be present on every page of your website. Although they are not visible on the web page itself, they are used by search engines and make up the blue link and the description that you see in search results. The page title is often considered the most influential on-page optimization area. If there is only one thing you can do, get this optimized first. The meta description. Although it is not used by Google as a ranking factor, it is critical in engaging and enticing users to click your result. Think of this as your opportunity to pitch your page against all the other listings in the search results. You have to be relevant and compelling. Give them a reason to click. Craft your page titles and meta descriptions carefully. Use keywords to improve their relevance and be descriptive and appealing. A well-optimized page title should ideally take the following format. Aim for titles to be roughly 50 to 60 characters in length. Don't waste this area with terms such as home or products. Be descriptive, be keyword focused. Lead with the most important keywords at the beginning of the page title where possible. Consider including a call to action or a benefit. Include brand reference at the end. Most importantly, avoid duplication of titles across the pages. Keep them relevant, optimized, and unique. Keep it natural, do not spam. A well-optimized meta description should ideally take the following format. Aim for an optimal length of around about 155 characters. This will avoid it being cut short. Reference the name of the service, category, or products for relevance. Describe the content of that page in a way that is compelling and enticing. Include a call to action to incentivize the user to click through to your site. Include a reference to your brand where relevant. But most of all, avoid duplicating your descriptions across multiple pages. Keep them unique and keep them relevant. Keep it natural and do not spam. Step 3. Creating a document outline or a heading structure. Using headings on your web page not only improves its readability, it also helps theme your pages and give a clearer description of its content to search engines. When writing content, think carefully about how you can use headings to theme and structure your content. And, where possible, use keywords to optimize and build a relevancy trail around your goal and target phrases. Step 4, creating unique content. Every page on your website must have high quality and relevant content. Most importantly, content must be unique to a specific page. If content is duplicated, copied, or very similar to other content on the site or around the web, it is unlikely to be indexed, and in extreme cases, at risk of being penalized and being dropped by Google. View Google as the ultimate plagiarism detector and keep your content unique. Let's take a look at some content areas that are really not cool in an SEO point of view. Pages with little or no content. In those situations, say more, expand, build it out. Secondly, pages with low value content. Here you need to say something useful. Go back to actually what is the purpose of that page and look at ways in which you can enhance and make it as good as it can be. And 3, pages with plagiarized content. Do not, under any circumstances, use somebody else's content. Keep your content unique and specific to your website and your particular page. All these things must be avoided to increase the likelihood of ranking. If these points are ignored, it could lead to exclusion from the index and even affect the rest of your website's performance. One way to check whether your website is plagiarizing someone else's content is to use a tool like Copyscape, which searches the web and looks for duplicated content. Step 5, editing your content. So how many words should you write? And how many keywords should you include? Well, the truth is there is no magic word count, just like there isn't any magic number of times a keyword should be mentioned on a page. This common belief is dated and counterproductive. Numerous studies have been performed over the years, all suggesting that there is a correlation between the number of words on a page and its ranking, i.e., the more words you have, the higher the likelihood of a page to rank well. But there are a few issues with taking these findings at face value. The type of content will influence the amount of text you want to use. A research piece or blog might require thousands of words, but this volume of content would not necessarily suit a homepage or a category page. Writing words for the sake of it will result in poorly written content. This is unlikely to rank well, and even if it does, it will not engage the reader and be effective long term. On the flip side, creating pages with just a few words on them is unlikely to entice and interest a search engine or fulfill a user. Your user needs comes first. Use the right number of words to provide them with the best possible resource or answer to their question. Here's our advice on deciding how much content to include. Remember, thin pages, i.e. pages with little text content, are unlikely to perform as well or even get in the index. Don't stuff words for the sake of it. It reads badly and it's ineffective. Instead, look at the web pages that are already ranking for the search query you are targeting and take your guidance from content length from those. Ultimately, your benchmark is what already ranks at the top. Your job is to create something better than that, and better does not necessarily mean longer. Include the phrase or keyword as early in the content as you can. Reference keywords and phrases naturally within your content. Enhance the relevancy of a page by including similar or related words that are themed around that particular topic or subject. Do not write to meet a target keyword density. Be warned, spamming your pages with keywords can be a negative signal to search engines today, and it will frustrate your readers. If your content doesn't read well, and you're putting search engines before your audience, you're doing it wrong. Step 6, including internal links. Links are a big deal when it comes to SEO. From a search engine's perspective, the more a web page is linked to from another web page or other web pages, the higher its importance. If you have target pages that you want to promote and improve ranking, link to them from elsewhere within your website. This is known as internal linking. Wikipedia is a great example of this in action. On their pages, every page of content is linked to other pages. It helps readers follow their train of thought, explore new questions, and find and discover new content and information. Including internal links on your website will help you to guide your audience from one piece of content to another, boost your website's usability, discovery, value and usefulness, and also build the authority and prominence of your pages through increased referencing. Step 7. Optimizing images for search engines. Images can help break up text content, enhance your audience's experience, and communicate whatever it is you're trying to convey to the user. A picture is worth 1,000 words, right? Although we might be able to glance at an image and understand its content and meaning, it's much more complex for a search engine to do this. Thankfully, there's an incredibly simple way which we can help search engines with this challenge by writing a descriptive label for each image. This is known as the alt tag. Using the HTML alt attribute, you can help explain what an image is displaying. This attribute is an HTML standard that allows for a text-based description to be included within the image. Not only does this benefit search engines, it also provides an accessibility benefit for users who are visually impaired, as this description can be used by screen readers. When working with images on your site, consider the following. Use alt tags for all images. Give an image a descriptive file name, such as man walking a dog, rather than image_1.jpg. Include keywords that relate to the theme of that page, but make sure this is true to what is actually being displayed in the image. Think of an alt as a caption for an image that can support those that are visually impaired. Be descriptive. Use appropriate size and formatting to balance the quality of the image against the file size. This, in result, will improve page speed and reduce load times. Step 8. Test it, measure it. The job isn't done when you hit publish. As with anything a digital marketing manager does, every change should be tested and measured for its effectiveness. Test it, measure it is a top tip. You can't expect to get it right 100% of the time, first time. So this is about testing and learning, and then refining what you have done and created. Step 9. Reviewing and refining. After a short period of time, perhaps 1 week or a couple of weeks, it's time to take a look at how your web page or your content is performing. Check your rankings. How have your rankings changed since launching the new page or content? Check organic traffic and performance changes. Have you seen any changes in organic traffic to this page? Are there any changes to the overall performance and KPIs that you're measuring? Does the data suggest you are fulfilling your audience's needs? What else has changed? And on reflection, how else can you improve the content of that page? Review Google Search Console to identify new keywords that you are now ranking for. Are they of value? Are they actually mentioned on the page? Are they relevant to that page? Or is there an opportunity to create new pages targeting this query? Update the page to improve optimization and include new longer tail search opportunities too. Consider opportunities to improve internal and external links to your content and resources. Repeat this process every couple of weeks, and over time you should see a huge improvement gain.